Welcome back. In President Trump's big, beautiful bill, major changes have been made by the Senate on student loans. That includes fewer repayment options, ending the SAVE plan, eliminating graduate plus loans, and adding caps on graduate loans. Let's bring in Stephen Moore, former Trump economic advisor and co-founder of the Committee to Unleash Prosperity. Good morning, Stephen. Tell us how this benefits taxpayers. Tell us how it benefits students.
Well, this bill is an extraordinary bill, and I salute Donald Trump. And by the way, also Speaker Johnson, who did an amazing job, and so did John Thune. If you had asked me 3 weeks ago, can they get this done by July 4th, I'd say, no way, that's not possible. And it shows how, by the force of nature, Trump pushed this thing through in a great way. But you know, there's so much in this bill. I'm so tired of Democrats saying, oh, this is just a tax cut for millionaires and billionaires. No, every single family in America that pays taxes on average gets about a $2,000 reduction in their taxes. And then every small businessman and woman who, you know, as you know, small businesses are the backbone of our economy. They're major employers. They see about a 20% reduction in their taxes. If you like school choice for parents, there's an expansion of school choice. If you like health savings accounts, so people can have more control of their health care money, that's in this bill. If you hate Joe Biden's, remember the student loan forgiveness scam, that's gone. I mean, I could go, oh, what about drill, baby, drill? We're going to do more drilling in this bill. It allows for more mining, allows for more timber sales. I mean, I could go on and on. This is a great bill, maybe the most conservative bill I've seen in my lifetime.
All right, well, so when we get past student loans here, we're looking at some other things that are about to happen. Trump, he's good at setting deadlines and make sure they get met. There's a deadline coming up on July 9th that says these tariffs that were put on a pause are going to come back. This is what President Trump had to say about it.
Start sending letters out to various countries starting tomorrow. We'll probably have 10 or 12 go out tomorrow, and they'll range in value from maybe 60 or 70% tariffs to 10 and 20% tariffs.
So where do we see this going? Do you think some of these countries will come to the table in the next handful of days?
There's no doubt about it. And by the way, I haven't been a big fan of the Trump tariff policy, but I have to admit that I've been wrong because Trump just keeps getting the major countries to come to the negotiating table, making a fairer deal for America, and lowering tariffs on the stuff that we produce, whether it's our cars, our agriculture, or our dairy products. It's been an extraordinary achievement. So yes, I think in the next week or so, you're going to see a lot of these countries, their leaders, you know, calling up Trump and saying, let's get this deal done. It's in their interest and our interest too. And in the end of the day, we're going to end up with freer and fairer trade, which I love.
So real quickly on this, we look at this big, beautiful bill. We look at the tariffs. Are they taking into account that the tariffs may offset some of the deficit that the budget office sees in the big, beautiful bill?
That's a really good point. You know, the Democrats are saying, oh, this is going to add $3 trillion to the debt of the Congressional Budget Office. They're wrong because there is the tariff revenue that Trump will raise, which is basically a tax revenue that's going to come in, that is not included in these numbers. By the way, they also don't include the fact that the economy is going to do better now that we have this tax bill. That adds another $1 trillion. So these numbers you're reading, folks, $3 trillion addition to the debt, they're phony baloney.
Well, from your words, hopefully, to God's ears, because I want our country to do very well. Stephen Moore, thank you so much for joining us.